Welcome to day 356, 780 odd, 80 odd, I think it's 84, 784 followers today, which is lovely. Today is going to be the last day of filming for a few weeks because I'm going to be taking a break like I've been building up to. Today we've been doing a few bits and bobs like moving some stuff out of the house that aren't needed, caulking the actual door frames and getting them painted, getting the irrigation tank opening and the pump room openings open and cleaned and then greased and put back down again. What else? We've been sweeping, we've been de-stoning, we've been trying to smooth down here and get all the rocks out. We've built the berm in the corner over there to ensure we don't get any water. In here, the floor's pretty much done and the skirting's been put on as well. As you can see, skirting is on, drying as we speak, so that will be the next stage. We can take that off. Windows at the bottom and the top have been painted in. I don't want to be talking about them bifolds a lot longer, but as you can see, they've been painted at the bottom, painted at the top, and that's inside as well. So that's the first coat. We've got the second coat coming. At the same time, the inside doors are being painted in as well, so they're being caulked and painted. I'm also just trying to grease up all the windows to ensure that whilst we lock up, everything's going to be good. Here, I've noticed, not on this window specifically, but this one here, the silicone seems to be coming away from the door for some unknown reason, so that's going to have to be retaped and redone, which is painful. This side's not too bad, but again, same thing here as well. So for some reason it's not bonded, so we'll have to give that a damn good clean and redo that in a minute, which is a real pain in the backside. See it really coming away there, look. So anyway, I've got to redo that. At the end of the day, it needs to be a bit thicker anyway, so I'll get both sides done. And I also want the painter to ensure that underneath here he scrapes underneath, because where he's painted is actually sealed in underneath, so we need to make sure we'll get that unsealed. So that's got to be done. And then generally I've got to do things today stroke tomorrow. I've got to clean the cameras to ensure that they're all clean because they haven't been done since they were installed. Little tiny maintenance bits. Greasing up hinges all the way around, going over the chandeliers, just making sure generally the stuff that I should be doing on a monthly basis is done, because I've not been doing it, I've been flat out. Anyway, I think that's pretty much where we are so far. Obviously it's been the berm, it's been the irrigation tanks, it's been the door frames, and it's been generally tidying up and greasing everything. So we're pretty much where we need to be. We do need to, in what we've noticed in the pump room, the pool pump room that is, there's a hole coming through where the mains water is going to be fed to the swimming pool. It's been banged through and a pipe's been fed through, but unfortunately, as always, it's half-hearted. We've got the actual Smithy, we'll put some Osflow in there first. Put some Osflow on that one because that rebar's rusting. Osflow, some down in the basement. Put it on that little bit of rebar. See it rusting? We'll do that bit. So we'll do the actual pump room first, and then we'll do that second. Yeah, I'll go and get it in a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we've, for some reason, the supervisor drilled a hole where the patio is right there, where the shower room is there, and then he hit a bit of rebar, and then he just dug a big hole and left it there. So the rebar's been rusting away, so we need to get a bit of Osflow on there. Osflow, for your information you don't know, is a green liquid you can buy here. You put on steel, and it just literally de-rusts it pretty much immediately. So always worth treating the steel that you are about to cover in concrete with Osflow before you actually pull the concrete on. It certainly helps it last longer. But if you have any steel that's been left out for any longer than 2 to 3 days here, it starts going an orange colour. If it's been out for 2, 3, 4 weeks, you have to put Osflow on it. So I need to do that bit there because he's cut that out and for some reason it's been left. So I'm going to Osflow that, backfill that with a bit of waterproof mortar, and then when I get back to doing some work, that will be like a square, slightly, I'll probably use tiling material, and then I'll probably tile it. So it'll just be a flat surface. And there'll be there's actually a drain in there, but we don't need it because it'll just run down into the actual guttering. So we're not going to be using it to be showering and soaping up. So it'll just be like for getting out the pool and rinsing off, or coming up from the beach and rinsing off. So, but anyway, we'll get that done. But in the meantime, again, the plumber's obviously taken the water into the actual pump room, but it's not backfilled the hole. So there's water in there. So we just got all that out. So we're not too sure if it's coming from there, but it's certainly not going to help it. So we get that one filled, get that one waterproofed, and then hopefully it will stop the water coming in. If it doesn't, then it's clearly coming from somewhere else, which would be just my bloody luck, as you guys know. Anyway, apart from that, I will check on with you a bit later on. It is it's 20 to 2, so sorry for the late chicken. We have been working since 8, honest. But I'll give you an update a bit later on. Okay, so yesterday we didn't really finish off the filming, so we're now getting me from the day after. Day after, meaning we've got some bad weather coming, so the furniture's been put away. So I thought I'd just show you some finishing off bits from yesterday and just finish the video rather than doing a very small day 356, I think it is. Plus the 355, I thought I'd just merge the two together. So anyway, in here is now looking like a house. Bit weird. Blinds are all in. All the actual pull downs are all in. Windows have been cleaned. The new floor's been put down, obviously. Skirting board's been put on. The breeze blocks are just holding it in place. They can be removed now, so they'll be done tomorrow. The outside furniture's been brought into here. So you can see it's now looking a little bit like an apartment, which is quite cool. We're going to have a bed here, but we're even thinking about doing the Murphy bed. So it's like a nice wardrobe along that wall there. This side literally for clothing, that side for clothing, and in here, the bed that folds down onto the floor. That's what we're thinking. Not 100% yet, but we are thinking that. You can also buy the Murphy bed mechanism. So rather than a Murphy bed itself, you can actually buy the Murphy bed mechanism and then build the units yourselves and put the actual bed inside. But as you can see, it's quite a nice space. This is not how we intended it to be. We were looking to have like a kitchenette here and potentially sofas here that will come out as beds, or the Murphy bed. So that's probably what we'll still go ahead with. But obviously, when the bad weather comes, it's nice to be able to get the actual outside furniture inside here and have enough space for it. So it shows you the size, that's for sure. Yeah, so we've still got some painting to do in here, and obviously the guys have been putting marks all over the walls. So they need to, all the lights need to be finished off, all the powers need to be finished off, marks need to be sorted, extra paint needs to be put around the windows themselves, but we'll get that done later. Like I said, we are going to potentially look to have some form of break, and then when we're back, get stuck in and finish off. Outside's looking a lot better. Obviously we've got the doors in, as you know. The grass has all been done. I feel the wind getting up. So we are definitely going to be getting some rain, that's for sure. So yeah, everything is pretty much up together. Tomorrow we're probably going to have the last day or last morning. So tomorrow will just be some admin bits really. Tidying out, making sure things are put back, tidied away. Yeah, and then we're pretty much ready to come back in September time and get the pool and the garage and all the other bits and sorted out. So I'll probably still document a few bits and bobs in the meantime, but for you guys' point of view, there'll be some re-edited videos from the last sort of 350 odd days that I'll be putting up, showing certain aspects of the build and what parts were complicated and why they were and what you should be doing about it. So I'll probably pull some of the videos apart and make some split one-off videos about certain elements. And then I'll update you as I want to go with regards to what we're going to do with the rest. But the product from America is still being sourced for the pool, so that will be coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. The garage door has been made. I'm just waiting for it to be shipped, so I'm assuming it's going to be coming at any point if it's not already on the water. So yeah, apart from that, not a great deal is going to be happening in the next few weeks, that's for sure. So I'll check in with you a bit later on. In the meantime, help me with a like and subscribe. We're at 789 subscribers today, which is pretty cool. We never did quite reach the 1,000 before we finished the house, which is a real shame. But I'm sure that, once I've actually started doing bespoke videos on what we've done so far and terminizing them rather than Barbados beach house build, how to pour a footing, how to install this, how to do that. I think once I've done those, then hopefully the channel will grow by the number it needs. Other than that, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for checking in. Any comments welcome. Thank you for the ones from yesterday. Michelle, Jeff, etc. Thanks very much for the comments. Tony, nice to see you today as well, by the way. Someone that nipped in from watching the YouTube channel, walked past and saw the house and came and said hello. So welcome, Tony. Nice to meet you. And I'll check in with you guys a bit later on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.